Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I'm coming to you with my weekly TBR. This is for week number 30 and it'll be July 23rd through the 29th. The numbers, the week numbers, none of that means anything anymore. Essentially, it's just 4 more books that I'm adding to my TBR that I will get to at some point. It is just kind of ongoing. You know, I get to these books when I get to them. I carry them over month to month. Very good possibility I will be carrying books over, not these books in particular, let's hope not, but books over into probably next year. It is what it is. I just like talking about new books and adding new books to my TBR every week. So there was something that was pointed out to me earlier this week by a very good friend, and there has been something that's been missing from this channel. Longtime viewers of this channel might remember that I used to do something when it was TBR time. And that thing hasn't been done in 2023 since I started doing weekly TBRs instead of monthly TBRs. So I might be a little rusty, but if you are familiar, say it with me, everybody. It's TBR time. Yay! Lee, that one was for you. She mentioned that to me in a live show that we did on Monday. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, I used to do that all the time. And I guess doing them weekly is something I didn't think about, right? Because I only have like a 4-book TBR every week. So yeah, we're back to 4 books. I know I had talked about adding one more and trying to do a series book, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I do want to start reading series books, but you know, I will fit them in when I can, maybe as a mood read at some point. I don't know. But yeah, I think 4 books is a good amount. It doesn't overwhelm me. Again, not that I'm getting to these in this coming week, but at least it's a much more manageable amount of books. You know what I mean? To have on a TBR. So let's get into the 4 books. So the first one, of course, is my mood read. And I went on my Kobo app and I looked to see what books I had, and I can't fathom the reason why this one jumped out at me, but I'm just in the mood to read it. And that book is Those Texas Nights by Delores Fossen. This is the first book in the Wranglers Creek series, cowboy romance. Again, no clue as to why I picked up this book. The cover art, potentially, the cover art. Oh, and it's a Delores Fossen, so I am a big fan of her work, and I'm also a big fan of that cover. So yeah, so that is the first book that is on this list. The second book is one that I'm going to be reading for BookTube at War, which does end. I will not get to this before the end of July, but it's kind of nice to still still try and fit another book in. This is another Harlequin historical. It is one I am almost certain I have a copy of somewhere in the mess on my shelf, but I'm not going to try and dig it out. I actually did have an e-copy of it as well. And the audiobook of this, in case anyone else is interested, is available for me anyway on Hoopla. So you might want to have a look at that as well. And that book is Never Forget Me by Marguerite Kaye. This is a Harlequin historical, which usually come in around 280 some odd pages, but it's actually 3 short stories, and they all take place during World War I. One in 1914, one in 1916, and one in 1918. And it's 3 separate couples in 3 different times of the war, and I think in 3 very different locations as well. I think maybe one in France or something like that. So yeah, these are I remember reading this years ago and really enjoying it. And again, it's a World War I, which is something we don't see a lot. And again, for those of you who are audio people, it is available on audio in case you are interested. So yeah, I am looking forward to getting to this one. And the next one is the one that you all picked for me, and I should have known. I should have known on Monday when I put that video up. I'm like, it's going to be this book. A lot of you, yes, a lot of you are romance readers, but a lot of you are cozy mystery readers. And I think the word Bigfoot is what I saw a lot in the comments, was like, ooh, you got to read the story about Bigfoot. And that book was Buried in a Good Book by Tamara Berry. And this is the first book in the By the Book mystery series. And I'm so excited. I have this one as well on my Kobo to read. And I think it's going to be fantastic. Everybody I know that has read this has absolutely loved it. And yeah, I just think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I am looking forward to it. So that'll be cool. And my throwback book for this week, we are going back to good old Nancy Drew. I have the first 5 books in physical format on my shelf, and I had bought these editions 6 months ago or so, and I absolutely love them, and I need to see if they did more of these, because I want them all in this edition. And I don't know what the edition is, but these look so 1920s. Is that not gorgeous? So this is The Secret of the Old Clock. These are the old Yellow Spine books. Again, I'm restarting all these series back again. So I've got the first 5 in this edition, and I love it. And they're the same as you would find, they have the graphic or the pictures inside, and, yeah. So very, very excited about this. Gross Up and Dunlap, imprint of Penguin Random House. But I'm going to have to look up to see if I can find any more of these in this edition, because these I would love to put on my shelf. I don't know whether they have maybe the original 36 or something like that, or even only the original 12, or I don't know. I have 5. So, I'm interested to see if I can find any more of them, but that is absolutely gorgeous. So I will have to keep my eyes open. If anyone has seen these out in the wild, if you see them on thrift books, or if maybe I should put a search up on eBay, I don't know. Let me know. Let me know if you've seen any more of these past book 5, because that I would be very interested in. So yeah, again, The Secret of the Old Clock by Carolyn Keene, Nancy Drew Mysteries, number 1. Clutching the blanket and the clock tightly in her arms, Nancy scrambled over the piled up furniture as she struggled to get out of the trunk before it was too late. So yeah, there's the back. And it says book number 1. I absolutely love this cover. I think it's so great. So over the next few months, you guys will see the other 4. But yeah, these are absolutely fantastic. So yeah. So anyway, guys, that is my TBR for this eventually. For this coming week, eventually, whatever. I mean, I'm still going to continue to do these even though I'm behind in a way, because I still like sharing these books with you. And then if for some reason I was to magically catch up, I have books. The thing is that I'm always going to have like an ongoing TBR, which is fantastic. And that makes me really happy. So this is kind of feels a bit like the way I used to do it pre-booktube, because I used to, like, when I would buy books, I would put them on my shelf and then I would read them in the order that I bought them, right? So in a way, this is like me putting books on a shelf, if you will, and then reading them as I get to them, which is kind of fun, and I really enjoy that. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I have rambled enough in this video. I do hope that you enjoyed it. And until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.